Hey, good afternoon. Bit of a lazy morning there. It was raining pretty hard all morning. We sort of hung out in the house. Rain's let up now here, so when I bagged up all those 50-pound bags, guy usually ends up with half a pail or a pail or so. That isn't enough to fill up another bag. So I throw it in these buckets here, take it up to the chickens. I'm gonna take it up there now. Also, we've been picking the peas out of the field. Kids don't like picking the pods off, so they just rip the whole entire plant out, which I guess works too. So all that's going to be, all of this is going to be, we'll pick all the pods off, shuck them, can them. Unfortunately, that's about all we're going to get off of, I think, 400 acres. So the rest is a complete write-off that we've been working under. So we'll do that later on today. We'll come in here, pick all these off, shuck them a bit. It's wet and muddy and awful outside, so it's raining on and off. But for now, we're going to head up, take this up to the chickens and the steers and the horses, give them a little bit, and then we'll move on to something else for the day. I don't know how much rain we got. I'm going to walk down and check the rain gauge here, but holy man, is it wet. I'm trying to coax these steers and horses to come out and go back up by the bins and eat around the bins. But I know them steers, they got a couple good shots on the nose from this electric fence, and they are terrified of it. So they won't come anywhere near it. But anyways, I got my grain pile right there, so hopefully I can coax them out. So we've been horsing around up there with the animals a little bit, and I thought I better come up here and check out this one Saskatoon tree we got on our place. I was watching Stan at some of his videos, Kirkfell Farm. He was talking about Saskatoon jam and Saskatoon pie filling and everything. And I don't know where they found their Saskatoons, but this year, like Saskatoons kind of, you know, they cluster when they grow. That's what you're getting this year out here. Just like one. So I'm not sure what did that either. Too much rain, too much whatever, but they never, like someone said, oh, the birds will get them, but they never clustered at all, so we're getting pretty much pittance of Saskatoons. So I'll probably have to make a covert operation and go over and rob Kirkfell Farm of their Saskatoons. So when they went out to get the peas, because the crop was so terrible, they just, around the edge of the field, they just grabbed everything and threw it in the back of the, they made a couple trips like this. So we just pulled all the peas off in the shop. It was raining anyways. Filled a few buckets. And this stuff I'm going to take up and I'm going to throw it in with the chickens and the steers and let them eat it or do whatever they want with it. So as you can see, it's quite a big hit. These guys, they... everything likes peas. It's funny. Pea vines, the peas themselves, the pea, shell, I guess, or whatever, the pod. Everything likes peas. You can't go wrong with peas. So this water still was overflowing. So I. Like I say, you know, when we were going to the shop and through these barns up here, we found a whole bunch of brand new parts for these waters. They must have, I think these things are probably problematic all the time. So anyways, there's just a hole here where you stick this down in through. So I'm just going to replace it, and then I'll take the other one that was in here down to the shop. And there's new gaskets, new everything, so I'll take it apart and rebuild it. So hopefully it doesn't leak, and it's always good to have spares. So I'll do that here now, and then we'll get it fired up, and hopefully it stops leaking, because I mean, it did just rain today, so the ground was wet anyways, but when you have mud puddles all over all the time, it's pretty frustrating. So it's better if you can get the stuff to stop leaking for sure. Oh, moment of truth here. I'm not too sure, like it clearly says water level right there, so I don't know if that's Like, is that how you're supposed to set it? I'm gonna do that because that's probably how it's supposed to be done. So I'm gonna set it that it stops when the water gets to there. Good evening. We're just getting settled in for the night here. Kind of rained on and off most of the day. The evening did get a little bit nicer. We were able to get a couple things done. One thing I thought that was funny today, when I had was talking about the Saskatoons earlier today, and I mentioned going over to Stan Metcalf's place and raiding his pantry and stealing their Saskatoons, because I seen in one of his videos he was talking about Saskatoons and picking Saskatoons. His ears must have been burning, because he actually stopped by today with 2 jars of Saskatoons. So that'll be great. I'm gonna turn that into a pie, because that's my favorite for sure. Definitely want to thank him and Carmen and Charlotte for sharing that with us. Like I said, the Saskatoon bushes out here, they didn't produce fruit this year. Not sure why. Could have been caterpillars, could have been rain, could have been, I don't know, could have been anything. But there definitely wasn't enough to to warrant any sort of picking. I mean, you would have been there all day to get a half a cup. So again, thank you to them. If there's anybody out there that has questions, in regards to gardening or chickens or sheep or whatever, I definitely recommend checking out his channel. It's called Kirkfell Farm. He has all of that stuff, and he makes really informative videos, I think almost daily, about the about what it takes to raise all of that stuff. And he actually knows quite a bit. I know there's been quite a few people that pick up feed from me that have lots of questions, especially regarding chickens. Watch his videos. I'm sure you'll get answers. I watch them all too. We recently just got chickens, and I know definitely was more prepared for what we were getting into because we had watched his videos. So I'll try to figure out how to put a link for his videos there. But yeah, if anybody's looking for that information, definitely go ahead and check out his channel. I'm sure you'll learn something new. And to anybody there that's watching this one, thank you guys very much, and we'll see you tomorrow.